Check out how freaking sweet these things look. This gives up to 70 degrees of angle. So really excited to run this. Okay, so while I'm changing the knuckle over to a billet knuckle, I'm also gonna go ahead and swap in these BC Racing coilovers. So the coilovers that I have on the car have been fine, but as I'm trying to get more competitive with the car, I reached out to BC and they built me a custom spec coilover set. So if you all are interested in it, I'm gonna put the link in the description of this video. Definitely recommend them. And again, a lot of the guys at BC, they drift, they autocross, so they know what it takes to be competitive. You can reach out to them and they're happy to figure out what your setup is and dial in the suspension for you. So definitely recommend them. I'm gonna go ahead and swap those in now. All right, so we got the angle kit installed, the billet knuckles, BC Racing coilovers, all the titanium hardware. Let me show you what the new angle looks like. So we'll go ahead and, oh yeah, good amount of angle. So all titanium hardware, powder coated lower control arm, billet knuckles, new custom BC Racing coilovers, and the angle is pretty freaking sick. So what I need to do now is go test it because the factory knuckles, let me see if I can find one. Factory knuckles have this speed sensor. So in 2014, Chevrolet switched over. You'll notice there is no area for power steering fluid. So GM switched over to an electric rack in 2014. Now the electric rack is dependent on the wheel speed sensor, and this billet knuckle does not have wheel speed sensor. So in my experience, when I've had any malfunctions with this angle kit setup, anytime the wheel speed sensor malfunctions or becomes loose, it kills power steering altogether. So we're gonna go test it out now to see if power steering works. All right, so we got the angle kit installed. There's no power steering. I'm gonna show you guys what the dash is doing. So as you can see, service power steering, drive with care, and there is nothing. No power steering at all. ABS light is on. Because again, the 14 plus cars have electric power steering, not a hydraulic, a manual hydraulic rack. So everything is dependent on the wheel speed sensors. I'm gonna drive it around just to see if that changes anything. I don't think it will, but that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I've tried everything. I've tried to remove the ABS sensor. I've tried to unplug the actual ABS unit. Fun fact, if you unplug that, the car won't even start. The angle itself is nuts. Let me show you guys that. So what's weird is this is a reverse Ackerman setup. I'll explain what that means in a second, but that's probably like 70, 75 degrees of angle. You can see I've got the powder coated lower control arm. That's a custom 5th Drifts built. So by Robbie in Texas, he builds this lower control arm. This is by Luke from Blue 808. We got BC coils. This is a custom spring rate they made just for me. And it has some insane angle, but I definitely need power steering in order to drift this heavy girl. What's weird is the reverse Ackerman, and I'm working with Luke on that. What that means is that you'll notice the leading wheel has less angle. So positive Ackerman is what I was running before, which I prefer. In fact, I would prefer just a little bit of positive Ackerman as compared to parallel steering. But what that means is that this wheel, for example, is probably at 60 degrees of angle. And if we come over here to the trailing wheel obviously has like 70 to 75 degrees of angle. So that difference in leading and trailing wheel, versus trailing wheel is what's considered Ackerman. So I'm working with Luke to figure out ways that we can adjust that, because I would prefer a more positive Ackerman steering. But one last thing I'm going to try to see if I can get the power steering back is I'm going to plug back in the wheel speed sensor and kind of just zip tie it somewhere in the engine bay. I'm hoping with them plugged in, at least it'll say, all right, let's go ahead and give you some power steering. Oh, all right, looks like we got power steering. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I just want to drift. I'm going to get tires put on, and then we're drifting. All right, so after honestly like 20 seconds of driving, the car is completely pissed off. So that solution did not work, but I talked to Luke. He's already designed the new knuckles that have the wheel speed sensor slot in it. So he's gonna send me those as soon as they're done. All right, so power steering is definitely not working, but I didn't make the drive all this way for nothing. So I just wanna see how it drifts without power steering. I have a feeling it's gonna drive like crap, but it'll at least give me an idea of how the car, how much angle the car has and things like that. So small little lot that we're just gonna try not to crash into shit since we don't have power steering. The handbrake is weird as hell too. Without power steering. It absolutely sucks. It is garbage to drive.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Wanna feel it? sucks. I'll let this guy go. Nothing to see here, bud. Let me wave him on down. Not as saucy as I would have liked, but no power steering is definitely a challenge in this 4,000 pound car. So in the next video, hopefully I have the power steering issues figured out. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more.